Welcome to Come Back with Erica Cobb, uniting a community of folks like yourselves who are getting ready and staying ready for their next chapter. So yesterday was Father's Day, and it really made me reflect on the single greatest lesson that my father ever taught me. About 4 years ago, I was fired from my job for the very first time. We'll call it an ARI, an alcohol-related incident. Not something I'm proud of, but we'll talk about that another week. But my father called me, and my father doesn't call me very often, so it's just not his communication style. And so when I saw his name on my caller ID, I thought, the last thing I need right now is a lecture. But for some reason, I answered the phone. And when I answered it, my father in his booming voice said, "Erica, what is going on?" And I said, "Dad, you know what? I'm not happy. I'm messing up. I'm acting out of character. I don't know what's wrong with me." And he said, "Erica, sometimes what you want at 21 isn't the same thing that you want at 31. And that's okay. But what you're doing right now to yourself is not." And I just sat there and I let that marinate for a minute. And I thought, wow, you know, so often we kind of start to martyr ourselves to what we believe we've made our bed, so now we should lie in it, is that type of mentality. And that's just not the way that life works. We can't decide that just because we made our bed some years ago when we knew nothing about ourselves, who we are becoming, or the trajectory of our lives, that now we've made these decisions for the rest of our lives and we have to lie in this bed. And so many of us really have so many issues trying to make things work in our lives that were never meant to work in our lives. And just by my father saying that to me, what you want at 21 isn't the same thing that you want at 31, it literally set me free. It made me feel like now I can make decisions based on who I know myself to be and where I know my life to be going. And sometimes we need just a little bit of permission to set ourselves free, to let us know that we aren't crazy, that this is life and sometimes this is the way that things happen, but what we're doing to ourselves as a result, the way that we're martyring ourselves, the way that we are starting to believe these things and numbing our pain in order to deal with it, is not okay. And I've realized now that that is the single greatest lesson that my father ever gave me. Come back, kids, if you'd like to share some lessons from your father. I'd love for you to hit me up on social media using the hashtag #ComeBackWithEricaCobb.